Hello, my name is Dr. Alice Prince, and I am the CEO and President of Pathways United. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workshop. Today's workshop, it's going to be interesting. We are going to talk about how we build knowledge capacity for the SBIR, STTR grants with the Department of Energy. Learning about grants and contracts and federal funding is a journey. And notice I said journey, and I did not say it was hard. There is a lot of good information and tutorials available. Please keep reading and watching the tutorials. This workshop, it's a little different. We polled our clients and received feedback, and we are going to talk about the 8 top topics. I thought that this would be a perfect workshop to continue to build knowledge capacity in this space. So let's get started. Number 1, your customer is another business, not necessarily another person. So when you are building your technology, when you're coming up with your innovation, when you're solving a problem, when you're answering the needs of the Department of Energy through the subtopics that they have released forth in the FOA, understand that your customer is not necessarily a person. It's another business. It is the government. It is private industry. When you think about your commercialization plan and when you think about your research and development, think that your customer is a business, not necessarily another person. Number 2, transferable skills, services, and products. How do you break into this industry? This is a really good question. How do you break into an industry that you've never been in before? How do you break into an industry, and this could be your first time hearing about the Department of Energy? How do you break into this industry and you don't have any connections? It could be your first time hearing about SBIR and STTR programs. So how do you use your transferable skills, services, and products that you already offer to break into this industry? Another very good question. I would suggest that you take inventory of your skill set. Take inventory of what you already know and do well. What are your area of expertise? Take inventory of your services. Take inventory of your products. Understand what the Department of Energy is looking for, and then cross-reference your inventory, your skills, your product, your services with the needs of the Department of Energy. They have a plethora of resources available. They have a website that talks about pathways into bioenergy. The subtopics have resources available at the end of each section. You will need to do some extra reading and researching. From that, you are able to glean the information you need to move forward. While I've never worked with the Department of Energy, I have a skill set in education and in workforce. I have been in both industries for well over a decade, and I won an award. The first thing I did was find a topic that fit my skill set. That specific topic was community engagement and community involvement, and it needed to be a workforce component. So I used my transferable skills as a workforce expert, wrote my proposal, and won. How to create a budget. If you've never created a budget before, I would definitely say lean on a professional to help you create this budget. However, think about how much your project is going to cost and how much you're asking the Department of Energy for. In many cases, you cannot go over $200,000, but that is also noted in the funding opportunity announcement. Think about things like your indirect cost, your direct cost, how much your partners are going to cost, and how many hours you are the principal investigator will be working on the project, and how much the labor costs an hour. The Department of Energy has a lot of tutorials and examples to help you figure out your budget. But again, I would definitely lean on a professional. You will need to create a line item budget and a narrative budget. The narrative budget explains the cost in words, and the line item budget shows the cost in numbers. Also, the Department of Energy has a specific way that they want you to format the budget, and so does grants.gov. If you've never wrote out a budget, please use an accounting professional. Also, the Phase 0 program has resources available to assist you. Suggestions on building out a team for the best representation of your execution. This is really good. Think about your skill sets. Do a SWOT analysis on your company and on yourself. Understand what your weaknesses are and what are your strengths. What are your opportunities for growth and what are your threats? Find people that fill in the gap. When I built my team, I didn't find people like me. I found people that had the skill sets that I did not have. And that is what made my team strong. And that is what makes my team strong today. What does a winning proposal look like? This is another great question. Well, the Department of Energy is very clear with what they want. And so I would tell someone a winning proposal is formatted correctly. A winning proposal is submitted on time. A winning proposal clearly explains the technical innovation. The methodology section has a clear work plan with benchmarks and dates on how the research will be carried out. Also, a winning proposal comes within budget. Last but definitely not least, a winning proposal has a clear plan to commercialization. How to speak to science and schematics of the project if you don't have a science background? Okay, another great question. Find a partner that does. The skills that you do not have should not stop you from applying for this grant opportunity. Find partners that have the skills that you do not have. Partnership is crucial. What happens after receiving funding? Well, a lot of things happen. There's a lot of documents that you have to sign and submit. There are a lot of webinars and mandatory meetings that you must attend. You have to understand the reporting requirements. You have to get your team ready and geared up to begin the research and development. You want to hold all of your partner meetings and stakeholder meetings. And if given the opportunity to be a part of cohorts like the I-Corps program or the LAUDER program or other organizations and programs that will help you to continue to build out your commercialization plan, please take advantage of it. There will be a lot to do, but this is very, very exciting. And again, the Department of Energy will be there to assist you. What are the first best steps after winning your award? Well, get organized. Ensure that you make every single meeting and that you attend every single webinar. Take advantage of every single resource that the Department of Energy is offering. It is a lot. It is a heavy lift, but that's what innovation is. So be prepared to work extremely hard and be prepared to be extremely dedicated to making your innovation come alive. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of building your capacity and knowledge for the SBIR, STTR programs through the Department of Energy. If you need additional assistance or have any questions or want more resources, please do not hesitate to contact the Department of Energy. Thank you.